Okay, so the first 6 months you did try to build a business. You tried to recruit a little bit. And
Yeah.
do you wish you wouldn't have?
No, obviously I'd not, right? Because
It worked out.
It worked out. And,
Clearly.
And again, like when I joined, and I think the big difference is when I joined the insurance industry, I didn't join to be an insurance agent. My goal was to build a business that would let me do what I want, where I want, from anywhere. So that was my focus from day one.
Even from Springfield, Missouri.
Even from Springfield, Missouri. People are being hired right now as we speak.
That's
Business is
awesome.
being submitted as we speak, right? You know what I mean? Like nothing stops. And that was my goal from day one. So I knew that it was going to be tough, right? I just didn't realize it was going to be that tough.
Yeah.
You know, the year prior, I was in Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands for 7 months after Hurricane Maria. I wore flip-flops and cargo shorts for those whole 7 months, lived in equal parts in Puerto Rico, St. Thomas, and St. Croix, and lived on the beach in all three places, never made less than $5,000 a week.
Wow.
That was the minimum I made. So I had the easiest, best financial year. So then coming to, I got to wear pants and shoes and knock on doors and
a shirt.
And a shirt, and a collared shirt. Are you kidding me? So it was definitely out of my comfort zone. But again, like I knew what I wanted to do. It just took some time. You know, I guess the biggest thing is, you know, when you hire new agents, like you think they're going to come on and do what you do.
Yeah.
And most of them aren't, right? And that's like, man, I don't understand. I don't know how to get people to work.
Yeah.
Right. But eventually you get somebody that goes to work and you're like, okay. You know, so I definitely had some, you know, agents just show up out of nowhere and do very well. A lot better than I did as a personal producer starting out. Yeah.
So what have you done to set those expectations with them, to help them along, to not get frustrated with their lack of immediate overnight success, which is super rare anyway?
Right.
You know?
So, I mean, I'm real honest. I think a big thing with agents and like the whole recruiting game and, you know, people, I don't even really like the word recruiting. Like look at like Walmart.
Yep.
Like Walmart loses employees every single day, right?
True.
They spend hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to hire new employees because they have to at least replace them to stay the same.
Yeah.
If they stopped hiring today, Walmart would disappear, right? So, and if they want to grow,
Slowly
they
but
actually,
surely, yeah.
If they want to grow, they actually got to hire at a faster rate than they're losing people.
Wow.
Right. And that's any business.
Correct.
So a lot of times, you know, we have like a bad name with recruiting in the insurance industry.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest thing is when I talk to a new agent who's thinking about working with me, you know, I had somebody, I think it was in a Facebook group and like, hey, or they messaged me like, hey, you know, will it be easy for me to make 6 figures my first year? I said, absolutely not. And especially not with that attitude. Right. Because it's not like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be real honest with the person. Like,
I love that you were.
You could,
a lot of people are like, oh, totally.
Absolutely. Part-time from your bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need to get up.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't talk to anybody at all.
Self-closing leads.
Yes.
They're already closed.
We actually close them for you.
Yes.
No big deal.
That's it. So, but I think it's real important because it's about building the trust with the agent, right? Because I'm like, hey, Cody, you know, absolutely, you'll make 6 figures part-time. Like, you don't got to work 3 hours a week, right? Now we're married, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're realizing life's not what you thought it was going to be. So now I'm stuck with an angry wife, right? And that doesn't work out because if I can get you to do every single thing I tell you to do, you're going to be successful, but you're not going to do it, right? Because most people aren't because everyone's skeptical. So I need to build that trust from day one. So at a certain point, you say, you know what? Dave's never given me bad advice.
Yeah.
I should probably just listen to him. And that's where my success has been, having, you know, some agents that just still do whatever I think they should do because every single time, you know, it works out for them.
Yeah. And are you doing face-to-face, virtual, like your team?
So we do, we actually just launched a virtual call center a few weeks ago, and that's been awesome. I think every single week since then has been a record.
Wow.
As far as how many people producing, how much production we're submitting. So we have some of the best telesales agents in the country. I mean, I got telesales agents that will submit $10,000, $15,000 on a week regularly while hiring people and training people, right? Because that makes
amazing.
a big difference there.
Yeah.
So they're on the virtual call center. They're closing deals, so you're listening to them, how they're going through objections, because that's what it's all about, how to deal with objections. Then if you're a new agent on here and you decide you unmute yourself, we're going to coach you on how to close that sale.
Wow.
So it's been a game changer.
Is it on like a Zoom?
Yeah. It's on
Everybody's
a Zoom.
on Zoom.
Everyone's on Zoom,
They
man.
got their video on?
You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
that's it.
video
That's
on.
it. You're at work. You can't go to work
Yeah.
with a bag on your head.
Yeah.
That's
good.
the way I look at it. Yeah.
That's good. Do you tell them that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And they'll get put in the waiting room with their cameras off. And then, it's been a game changer.
Strong.
So, you know, we went from a door knocking force. COVID happened, right? And luckily, we were very telesales friendly. You know, a lot of carriers weren't.
Correct.
Right? And I never thought they would lock us down like they did, but I knew people weren't going to want us at their house. People were getting scared, and I saw that from the news. So I called up all my field agents and said, hey, guess what? You're a telesales agent now. You're not allowed in the field anymore. Take every single direct mail lead you ever got, make a big pile, and you got to call that pile until it's smaller. And I had agents breaking, field agents. I had a field agent, she issued $48,000 in the month of April.
Wow.
Never saw on the phone. And the whole time she's calling me up saying, Dave, I don't like selling on the phone. This sucks. I don't like it. I'm like, Jen, just keep calling.
Yeah.
It's going to work out, you know? And the thing, like, we didn't know what was going on, like, back then.
Correct.
I told him, I was like, listen, like, you need to work every single day. Like, I got everyone pumped up every day. You need to work every single day. Like, you don't know if we can work tomorrow. They might shut down who knows? Like, I don't know. I never seen anything like this before, but that's how you got to treat every single day.
Sure.
And the month of April was our best month at that time. And it was a bunch of field agents on the phone.
That's amazing.
And that's what opened my eyes about telesales. And from there, we just been really doubling down on telesales and hiring more telesales agents. I used to never want to hire a telesales agent. Wow. People would be like, oh, I want to work on the phone. And what I learned is people want to get paid from home, but they don't really want to work from home. Correct. There's a difference.
There's a big difference.
So I would make people go out in the field. And I learned that, you know, if somebody's actually committed, they can make it from the phone.
Yes. And you're hiring how many agents a month now?
So last month was a record for us, which the month before was also a record. And I'm hoping this month, even though it's a short month, I hope it's another record. But we did 77 agents last month. We did 25 agents last week. So our weekend's Thursday. So today's going to be our waiting to see what the numbers are tomorrow morning. But
do you plug them all in the virtual call center?
They all have that opportunity. Believe it or not.
So it's up to them.
Believe it or not, you'll hire 77 agents and a lot of them won't. Like, a lot of them, you know, they just don't commit. I don't know if they just think it's a good part-time thing for them. I mean, obviously they're independent. They could do whatever it is that they want. But from somebody that my life personally changed so much from this opportunity, it hurts me every time I see someone else not take advantage of it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I've helped many other people. I mean, I got people that made over $200,000 last year that never made $500 in a week before in their life before doing anything else, you know? Amazing. So it's like, you change lives, man. I mean, you know, I'm sure you changed plenty.
Try to. We've helped a few along the way.
A few? You know? I'm sure. You're so modest.
Hey, if you enjoyed this, I got another one you're going to love. It's right there. Click on it. See you in there.
One of the best things I ever did was I actually sent emails to 10 people who I very much trusted. That my dad, my grandpa, you know, you look at things like fellow coworkers, previous